I remember when my time in high school was coming to an end, and I felt so much despair as the days were counting down to graduation. I had so many plans for college. Earlier that year, I had realized that as a DACA student, I was not eligible to get any government help, and I wouldn't be able to get a student loan either. The vision that I began to create for my future started to crumble, as I was struggling to save money to pay for my first semester of college. Just as I felt myself being crushed under the weight of my despair, I got an email congratulating me on receiving the Dream US scholarship. This scholarship has felt like a blessing from the moment that I received it. I went from paying around $2,000 a semester at Miami-Dade to my tuition being fully covered for 4 years. I want to share with you how I was able to find hope through an amazing opportunity provided by the Dream US. I will share with you how my life was before the Dream US scholarship, how it has changed my life, and how it has helped me since. To begin with, I want you to understand why this scholarship means so much to me and why it had such an impact in my life. For this, I would like to share how my life was before I received this opportunity. When I graduated high school, I knew that I would have to save up a majority of the money that I worked for. At the time, I was a busser at a small Italian restaurant, working 30 hours a week and earning $5.25 an hour, with around $40 to $80 in tips daily. I had to save up all of my money for 2 months to pay my first semester of college at MDC, apart from other small bills to pay, such as my car insurance and repairs on my car, since I had recently been in an accident. With the money that I saved up, I was able to start my first semester in college. Luckily, at the start of the semester, I was also able to find a job that paid me around double what I earned before. Now that I had started college and had a better paying job, I felt like the path towards the future I wanted was slowly being paved. Halfway through the semester, however, I felt myself losing my grip again. I was a full-time student with a full-time job, working around 40 to 50 hours a week. I was the youngest employee at my job, and as such, they would not give me the schedule that I needed to thrive in school. I started searching online for scholarships, and to my luck, I stumbled on the Dream US page. I slowly worked on my application and submitted it close to the deadline. Weeks later, around finals, my job was entering a busy season, and I worked 65 hours a week. I had no time to study, and my anxiety levels were higher than ever. Due to all the stress, I had been diagnosed with alopecia areata, which is an autoimmune system disease that causes hair to fall out in patches. I felt like my life was falling apart. I was my most stressed when I finally got the email that I was looking forward to. I had gotten the email that would change my life. I was chosen for the Dream US scholarship. When I first got the scholarship, I immediately turned in my 2 weeks notice so that I could put all of my focus into my studies. My grades were pretty good my first semester of college, but I wanted them to be even better so that I can get into a good law school. I also took out a better car so that I can get to school more reliably, so everything was starting to look up. My first semester with the scholarship was in fall of 2019. Ever since then, I've been able to study without the constant stress of having to pay for the upcoming semester. My GPA is slowly going up and I have more time to myself. Most importantly, however, I feel inspired to graduate and get my degree in law as a way to show my thanks to the founders and donors of the Dream US. This scholarship has opened so many doors for me. I went from stressed beyond my mind to simply studying and trying to get my degree. Every day I feel so blessed to have been selected for the scholarship. I've even managed to recover from my alopecia areata. College can be a very difficult time for many young adults. It's the transition from being a teenager to becoming an adult with responsibilities. There are so many college students that face similar problems, and I hope that they all find a solution to their problems. I hope that they are able to find their hope just as I did.